Hello, everyone, and welcome. All right, great. Your net zero goals rely on accurate, timely, and independent energy data. Without this, how can you track progress, prove success, or target inefficiency? How can you continue to make the right decisions towards achieving net zero? Ensuring our customers have continuous access to their energy data is what's driven Stark for over 40 years. Anything that threatens this mission is something we all need to be aware of and ready to take control. My name is James Murphy, and I am the Head of Policy and Regulation at Stark. We combine the power of energy data, metering, and analytics with the reach of infrastructure to simplify your entire net zero journey. I'm going to talk to you today about market-wide half-hourly settlement, the most fundamental regulatory change to the electricity market in 3 decades, a project that I've been involved with for 6 years already. I hope to help you understand what MHHS is, how it will affect your net zero journey, and what actions you need to take now to be prepared. What is MHHS? What the hell even is settlement? Well, in a nutshell, the settlement process determines whether a supplier has purchased too much or too little electricity from a generator and then handles payments between them accordingly. Currently, there are 2 types: non-half-hourly, which uses estimated profiles, and half-hourly, which uses actual consumption data recorded by the meter. The performance standards and data submission timelines are much tighter in half-hourly than they are in non-half-hourly. Today, there are around 30 million non-half-hourly sites and about 300,000 half-hourly sites. MHHS is Ofgem's plan to convert those 30 million non-half-hourly to half-hourly by October 2026. More importantly, MHHS is a key enabler of net zero for the UK. By using actual half-hourly data in settlement, suppliers will be exposed to the true cost of providing electricity to their customers throughout the day, and thus be incentivized to help them load shift away from peak times through time of use tariffs. Overall, this will create a smarter, more flexible grid, which can integrate renewable generation better, spread demand more evenly, and thus support the electrification of heat and transport over the next 2 decades. That's all the theory. What will it look like on the ground? So this is the quite long and winding road to MHHS. I have, on occasion, referred to it to Frodo's quest in Lord of the Rings, from the Shire to Mordor. Since 2021, all market participants, suppliers, distributors, agents, even Elexon and Central Systems, have been redesigning and building their systems for MHHS. I don't think that's ever happened before. And if it sounds slightly messy, well, that's probably because it is. That said, at Stark, we've fast-tracked our design and build, and we're currently in the thick of industry testing. You can check out our website if you want to learn more about what we've been doing and how we're leading the charge. From April 2025, MHHS will involve a very ambitious migration of 30 million meters in just 18 months. Compare that to P272, which moved 150,000 meters in a similar time frame, and you begin to understand what a beast MHHS is and what a challenge it's going to be. Looking at the non-domestic sector specifically, there are around 2.5 million meters that will need to migrate. About half of these are advanced meters, and the other half are split between smart and traditional meters. Knowing the composition of your estate is important because under MHHS, the market will be segmented by these meter types rather than non-half-hourly or half-hourly. So, from April 2025, whatever type of meter you have, you will begin to see migration activity as they move to half-hourly settlement for the October 2026 deadline. Even existing half-hourly meters are affected because they need to transition to this new operating model as well. Time is ticking for you to take control. How is all of this going to affect your net zero goals and your net zero plans? Well, unfortunately, with such a big change, there is a very real risk of disruption to your energy data and your net zero plan, which uses that data. With everyone changing their systems at once, it's quite probable that something will go wrong, and you could have gaps in mission-critical data because of this. Equally, not everyone will build their systems to the same capabilities, and you need to make sure that you work with someone who meets your specific requirements. The migration itself will be a very complicated process, made more difficult by the pressure of a short time frame. Remember, 30 million meters in 18 months. That's something like 200,000, 300,000 a day. This could create issues around data access or quality that are difficult to unpick because the industry is distracted by trying to maintain pace of the migration towards that October 2026 deadline. To confuse matters, all existing terminology is disappearing. No more non-half-hourly, half-hourly, MOP or DC. Even profile classes and measurement classes are disappearing, all to be replaced with new terminology aligned to meter type. You may want to slot up on this terminology now so you can speak with confidence about MHHS to your electricity supplier and other potential partners. On the flip side, as I'm sure you'll agree, access to half-hourly data from all smart and advanced meters will bring significant opportunities for insight, energy savings, business optimization, investment decisions, and carbon reduction. Those that engage with this data will be able to fast-track their journey to net zero, not least because they can prove the efficiency of their projects faster. With MHHS, the focus becomes much more on when you consume energy, rather than simply how much. If you can be flexible with your energy usage, potentially through low-carbon technologies like solar PV, heat pumps, and battery storage, then there are revenue-generating opportunities available through flexibility services. Equally, if you can shift your demand to times of day when more renewable generation is available, then you're already well on your way to net zero. Other exciting innovations like peer-to-peer trading also rely on MHHS and will likely become a part of your net zero toolkit in the future. This is, of course, all dependent on working meters providing actual half-hourly data every day. The good news is you will retain the ability to choose your own data and metering partner to help with this. This will be a key decision that will determine how well you protect your net zero delivery through MHHS. So, take control and choose your MHHS data and metering partner today. What do you need to consider when making such an important decision? Every meter type, advanced, smart, traditional, even unmetered supplies, all need to go through MHHS. And if you're working with someone who can't handle this, then you're putting your energy data and your net zero plan at risk. When evaluating a potential data and metering partner for MHHS, ask them the following questions. Can you support all of my meter types? Can you switch them remotely, or will you need to exchange them? What assurances can you provide around daily data performance? How can you help me engage with my data to inform net zero decisions? And finally, can you help me access innovative products and services that build on MHHS? Answering these questions is at the heart of Stark's design philosophy. We've heavily invested in our platforms to ensure that we can get all of our customers through MHHS with minimal disruption, whilst at the same time helping them to maximize the value of their energy data. So, in summary, your net zero goals are facilitated by MHHS, with more data faster, unlocking further innovations that you can add to your toolkit. However, you need to be proactive in order to protect against risk and secure benefits. Here's what we recommend you do now to take control. First, understand your metering landscape. Go beyond half-hourly and non-half-hourly and really understand how many are advanced, smart, or traditional. Second, partner with a metering specialist to help plan a smooth migration and put in place a plan to fix any outstanding faults before April 2025. Third, continuity is key. Partner with a data specialist that you can take with you to any supplier to maintain access to historic data for reporting and monitoring purposes. And finally, consider how you can be flexible in your energy usage to take advantage of time of use tariffs, peer-to-peer trading, or flexibility services once MHHS is live. Bottom line, working with an independent energy data expert like Stark will protect you through MHHS and beyond. Thank you very much.